Hello everyone, I'm Frank and welcome to Frank Puzzles, and this is today's challenging level puzzle, and it's called Rat Chinese Zodiac by Rat Finks. And here are the rules. We have normal Sudoku rules apply, which means in every cell in the grid, place a single digit from 1 through 9 such that there are no repeats in any row, column, or designated 9-cell region, which is a box in this case. Also, the blue circles must contain a set of the digits 1 through 9. So there are no repeats in any of the blue cells here, blue circles here, right? Interesting. We have lines are hit point lines. Okay, so I see the rat actually. This is the eyes, these are the ears. This is the body of it. This is the nose. This is the mouse, and these are the whiskers. But lines are hit point lines. The blue circles show the total of the line's sum, which is made up from digits in their correct position along the line. For example, a line reading, do we have a 5? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we have a, okay. So a line reading 1, 4, 3, 2, 5 would have the total 9 as 1, would have the total 9, as 1 is in the first position, 3 is in the third position, and 5 is in the fifth position. But 4 and 2 are not correctly being in the second and fourth positions, respectively. Digits may not repeat along lines. Interesting. Okay. So the blue circles are the totals of the line sums. Some lines have a square at the end. These squares mark the position of the first digit in the sequence. Lines without points are, I guess I'm assuming it's supposed to be squares. Line without squares are for the solver to determine in which direction they go. But they must always start at one end of the line and finish at the other. So this doesn't have a square at either end, so that's why we could go this way, right? So we could be 1, 4, 3, 2, 5. Obviously, the 2 doesn't work because the 2 has to be the total, and this total would have to be 1, 3, and 5 here. Interesting. So this is an example. This is how hit point lines work. Digits may not repeat along a line, so remember that too. And this has to go this direction. So to match this, this must be 1, 2, and 3 going that way, right? Same with this. This is be 1, 2, and 3 going that way if it matches. But it has to go in this direction to match. This has to be the first cell, second cell, third cell. Cannot go this direction. This also has a square, so it goes that way. This has a square, it goes this direction. And this has a square, it goes that direction. This can go either way. We don't know which way. Anyways, so that's how hit point lines works. We have white dots mark consecutive digits. Not all white dots are necessarily given. So those are white Kropke dots. So for example, if this were say a 6, this would have to be a 5 or a 7 to make sure that these digits are consecutive. And finally, the rat's nose contains an odd digit. So this must be an odd digit here. Anyways, those are all the rules. If you like to play along, there's going to be a link in the description. And now, I'm going to get started. Let's go. Okay. So the question is, the blue circles are basically the sum of their hit point lines. So they have to form. There are no repeats within it. So there are the digits 1 through 9. That means, so the question is, what digits can be 1 through 9? And for 1, you could have a 1. 1 could be here, here, or here, because they're at the end of a hit point line. And that would be the only one in position possible. 2 has to be 1 away from the start. So it cannot be here. 2 could be here. It cannot be here. It could be here. Or it's one of these two or this one. So let's fill the totals with what they can be. So this could be 1, 1, 1. 2 could be here, 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 or here, or here. Cannot be here. Three. Where could 3 be? So can this ever be 3 is kind of the question. Actually, what are these? This could be potentially up to 6, but you cannot have 1. Because if 1's there, that means the total is 1, but then there's no way to get 1 for the hit point line to work. 3 does not work because that would force this to be... the 2 would not be in the right position. Oh, I guess you could have 3 and 3. Okay. Let's look for these then specifically. So this could be 1. Can it be 2? No, because it cannot have 2 in the proper position here. Along this hit point line. It could be 3 if this is 1 and 2. That is possible. So it could be 3. Can it be 4? It could be 4 if this 4 is the only one in the position. So that's possible. 5 works if it's 2 and 3 here. Oh, but it can't actually be that way, right? If it's 5 here, you can't have 1, 4 adding up. You can't have 2, 3. Because 5 is only consecutive with 4 or 6. So 5 does not work here. 6 does not work because you need 2 and 4. And 6 is not consecutive with 2. 7 doesn't work because you need 1, 2, and 4. And this occupies either 1 or 4 position. Or 3, 4. Oh, wait, 7 does work. So this could be 7 with this being 3 and 4. 8 does not work because you need 3 digits from 1 through 4. And 8 occupies either the 1 or the 4 position. And 9 doesn't work for the same reasoning. So 7 could actually be here. So if this is 1... Oh, 1 can't be here. If this was 1, that would guarantee this is 2, but then the 1 is in the correct position. And then the 2 is in the correct position, and the total would be would be 3 at least. So 1 cannot be here. If this is 3, it cannot have 3 in any other position. So it has to be 1, 2 here. So if this is 3, this would guarantee this is 4. And this would be 1 and 2. So that would be that. If this is 4, it cannot be in the first position. So if this is 4, this would be guaranteed 3 or 5. Cannot be 3. If it's 3, then the 4 and the 3 would be in the correct position. So this would have to be 5 then. So you would have 4 and 5. And This would be the 4th position. So this could not be 1 and 2. 7 works only if it's 3 and 4. So this would be 7 with 6 or 8 here. But the thing is, this could be anything now, right? Because we just need, if we have a 4 here by itself, that's fine. Okay, for 3 digits, actually, let's use 3 digits. Oh, you can't have repeats on the hit point line. Okay. So if it's 2, it's just itself. It cannot be 1. It cannot be 3 because you can't have 1, 2 here because the 3 is already there. And you can't have 3 again on the hit point line because there's no repeats on the hit point line. This is 1, 3, 5, 7, 9 here. Can you have 4? Yes. If you have 4, that's 1 and 3, and that's possible. So this could be 4. Can you have 5? No. So this is a 2-4 pair here. Interesting. Right? Because you can't have 1 because they're not on the end of the line, and they can't match 1 specifically because there are no other repeats. 2 does work. 3 doesn't work because you don't have 1 and 2 in the position, or you don't have 3 in the correct position because you can't have repeats. And 4 does work if you have 1 and 3 here. Interesting. So in the circles, we have a 2-4 pair. So that eliminates 2 and 4 in the rest of the circles. This again cannot be 1 because that must be consecutive with 2. This can't be 2 either. This can't be 4. So that eliminates the possibility of this being 5. Oh, so this is, if this is 3, that means you have to have 1 and 2 in the position, and then this is 4. If this is 7, you have to have 3 and 4 in the correct position, and therefore this would be 6 or 8 here. Okay. So 1 can only be then one of these cells. Okay. This cannot be 2 or 4. It can't be 1. Could it be 3? No. Because that would require 1 and 2, or you can't have an additional 3 in the on the line. So it would have to be 1 and 2, which is not possible. Can it be 4? Yes, if it's 1, 3. So this could, but it can't be 4 because of the 2-4 pair in the box. Can it be 5? Yes, if this is 1 and 4. So this could be 5, with that being 1 and 4. Can you be 6? No. 6 would require 2 and 4 specifically. 7 could work with 3 and 4. Oh, no. 5 doesn't work because you have, that's not consecutive with 1. So I think this has to be 7. Yeah, because you can't have 8. If you have 1, 3, 4, 1's not consecutive with 8. So this has to be 7, which forces this to be 3, 4. This is then 3. That means this is 1, 2, adding, and this is consecutive, so it's 4. So 7 is consecutive with 6 or 8 here. So again, 3 matches, so that's 3 plus 4 is 7. This can't be 3 or 7. One of these is a 1, 3 pair. We're not sure which. So 1 has to be, 1 has to be one of these, and 3 has to be one of these. That eliminates 1 in the rest of row 6, so this cannot be 1. That eliminates 3 in the rest of row 5, but we already knew that. So we have 2, 4, 5, 3, 7 as possibilities. Okay. Sorry, in the circles. So that means the remaining digits in the circles are 1, 5, 6, 8, 9. So this is 5, 6, 8, 9, 5, 6, 8, 9, 5, 6, 8, 9. Can this ever be 5? Yeah, possibly. You could have 1 and... No, you can't. Okay, so the remaining digits in row 3 are 5 through 9. So that's probably good to keep in mind. Hmm. Hmm. Uh, one of these is just 1 by itself. Hmm. Okay. What else do we have? Remaining digits in box 5. We have 1, 5, 6, 8, 9. Obviously, this can't be 1 because of 1 in the column. Hmm. So 1 and 2 match. So that adds up to 3. 3 and 4 match. That adds up to 7. One of these is 1 and 3. We're not sure which. Say this was the start. If this is the start, we do not have 1 matching. We do not have 2 matching. I guess we do not have 3 matching. So this would have to be 4, 5. And that would force us to be 9 to add up. But that would eliminate all possibilities for this cell. So this cannot start here. So 3 can never match here. We could potentially have 1, 2 matching here. 4 never matches. 3 never matches. So you can add up to 8 at most. And I think it has to be 8. If we try to have 5, that doesn't add up, right? 3 and 4 will never match. So you can't have 1, 4, 2, 3. 1, 2 doesn't work for 3 here. I think this has to be 8. So this is 8. This is 5. That's 2 and 1. 5 is consecutive with 4 or 6, which is consecutive with 3, 5, or 7. Cannot be 3 because of the 3 in the column, or 3 in the box. Therefore, this can't be 4 because 4 in the column, so this is 6. This is 5, 7. Therefore, 8 cannot be here. 1 cannot be here. We have a 5, 6, 9 triplet in column 5 and box 5. So this cannot be 5, 6, or 9 here. So this is 8. This can't be 5, 6, 8, or 9. So it's 1. This can't be 5, 6, or 9, or 8. So this is 7, which eliminates 7 in the rest of... That can't be right. We need a 3 here. We need a 3 here. Four is never matching. Oh, it has to be 6. Right, I totally forgot about 1 and 5. We need a 3 here. Well, good thing I totally forgot about that, because... so this has to be 1 and 5, which makes that 6, which makes that a 3. 5 again is consecutive with 4 and 6. This can't be 4, so that's 6, which makes this 5 and 7. This again cannot be 1 and cannot be 6 this time, so it's a 5, 8, 9 triplet, which eliminates 5, 8, 9 in the rest of the column. This can't be 5, 8, 9, or 6, so it's 7. This can't be 1, 5, 8, or 9, so it's 6, which forces this to be 1. Okay. This cannot be, well, we don't know. That leaves 2 and 4 remaining in column 3. So 1 and 5 match, so that adds up to 6. So that means 6 cannot be anywhere else in the blue circles. 7 cannot be in row 3 anymore. We have 1, 5, 8, and 9 remaining. Okay. Remaining digits in row 8. We have what? 1, 2, 4, 7, 8, 9. Okay, this can't be 1 or 7. This can't be 4. So to be consecutive here, if this is 2, that could be 1. This can never be 4. So if that's 2, that's 1. And you could have 8 with 7 or 9 with 8. So if this is 1, that has to be 2. If this is 7, 8, or 9, this is 6 through 9. So that doesn't really help much. Okay, 3 will never match here. Okay, so let's just highlight the ones that are matching. 1 and 2, 3 and 4, 1 and 5. So these do not match. Just makes it hard to see. Anyways. Can you have 5? Only if it's 1 and 4. 2 and 3 does not match. What about 8? You can't have 1, 7. You can't have 2, 6. You can't have 3, 5. You can't have 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4. So no, 8 does not work here. What about 9? 9, 1 and 8 doesn't work. 2 and 7 doesn't work. 3 and 6 doesn't work. 4 and 5 does not work. 1, 2, and 6 doesn't work. 1, 3, 5 doesn't work. And 2, 3, 4 doesn't work. So this cannot be 9. This is guaranteed to be 5, which eliminates 5 in the rest of the blue circle. So this must be 1 and 4, not 7, 1 and 4, adding up to 5. This can't be 4 anymore here. So we're guaranteed a 4 here. This can't be 1. Because of the 1 in the column. Okay, 4. So this is definitely 8 or 9. What can it match? Cannot be 1, 8. Okay, to add up to 8, 1, 7 is not available. 2, 6 is possible. Okay, let's see what the okay, this 5 eliminates 5 here. This becomes an 8, 9 pair, which eliminates 8 and 9 in the rest of the row 5. That leaves the remaining digits as what? 2, 3, 4, 7. And these can't be 3. This can't be 4 here. This can't be 4. Where's the 4 in row 5? It has to be here. So this is 4, which eliminates 4 here. So this has to be 4 here. This cannot be 2 because of 2 in the column. So this is 3 or 7 here. This can't be 1 because of the 1 in the box. So to add up to 4, this has to be here, 1 here and 3 here, which adds up to 4. Therefore, this is 2. This can't be 3, so it's 7, which makes this 2. The 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5. This can no longer be 1, so this can't be 1 and 2. Therefore, this must be 8 or 9 here. We're guaranteed one of these is an 8 because it's either 7 and 8 or 8 and 9. So 8 cannot appear in the rest of the row. This is 1, 3, 4. Okay, to add up to 8, well, 2 doesn't work. It has to be 3 and 6, right? To add up to 8, we don't have 1, 7 available because this is 6 in length. 2 is not available here. 3 can be with 5, but this is the 5th cell, so that can't be 5. So 8 is not possible. This has to be a 9. So this is 9, which makes this 8. So this cannot be 8. You cannot have, and you can't have 1, 2, 5 or 1, 3, 4 because the 4 is not available on the line. And the 2 is taken. So that eliminates 1, 2, 6. It cannot be 1, 3, 5 because this is the 5th cell. So then it has to be 3 and 6. So this is 3 and 6 adding up to 9. So this cannot be 9. This must be 1, 8 as a pair. This 6 eliminates 6 here, so this is 8. Whereas the 2 in row 4 cannot be here, so it must be here. This can't be 2 because of 2 in the column. This can't be 2 because 2 in the column. This can't be 9 because 9 in the column. It can't be 6. Okay. This is 5 or 9 in row 4. Cannot be 5 because of 5 in the box. So this is 9. That's 5, which makes this 9. This can no longer be 9. No 9 here. Where is the 2 then in row 8? It can only be here. So this is 2. This 5 eliminates 5 here. Remaining digits in box 6 are 3, 6, and 8. This can't be 6. This can't be 3. Remaining digits in row 6 then are 5 and 7. Okay. 8 cannot be either of these. So to be consecutive here, it has to be 6 and 7 because 9 is only consecutive with 8. So this is 6, that's 7, which forces this to be 8. This can't be 7, so it's 1. This can't be 1 or 7, so it's 9. 1 eliminates 1 here, so this is 8, which makes this 1. So none of these can be in the correct position. So this cannot be 9. This can't be 8 because that would be the 8th position here. None of these could be 8. Where is the 8 then in row 3? It has to be here. So this is 8. This is a 5, 6 pair, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the row. So this is 9. This is 8. We need... You cannot have 2, 6. You cannot have 1, 7 because none of these can be 1. So it has to be 3 and 5. You can't have 1, 2, 5. You can't have 1, 3, 4 because none of the 1s are in the correct position. This cannot be 8 here. So we need 3 being here and 5 being here to add up to 8. So this is not 5, that's 6, which makes this 5. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 7 and 5. The 6 eliminates 6 here, so it's 3, which makes this 8, which makes that 6. This has to be, cannot be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8, or 9. So this is 7, which makes this a 5. Ooh, we have a contradiction. Huh. mess this up. Dang it. This is annoying. Maybe back to the 5. Ugh. This is awful. Well, I know everything up till the 5 is correct. So maybe go there again. We tried 8, adding up to 8. That doesn't work. 3 is not in the correct position. 6, this is obviously not going to be the correct position. Because 4 cannot be in the blue circles. We have a 5, 8, 9 triplet, which means this must be 2, 3, 4, 7. Obviously, 4 can't be here. This can't be 2. So 4 is one. This 4 cannot be here. So this is definitely 4, which eliminates 4 here. We are not guaranteed this has a 4. 5 cannot be 2 and 3, but it could be 1 and 4. 8. What are the possible combinations adding up to 8? So 1, 2, 5 is not possible because 2 is not going to match. 1, 3, 4 is not possible because 3 is not going to match. 1, 7 obviously doesn't work. 2, 6 doesn't work. 3, 5 doesn't work because 3 is not going to match. 9. 1, 2, 6 doesn't work because 2 doesn't match. 1, 3, 5 doesn't work because 3 doesn't match. 2, 3, 4 doesn't work because 3 doesn't match. 1, 8 doesn't work. 2, 7 doesn't work. 3, 6 doesn't work. 4, 5 doesn't. Yeah, this has to be 5. Okay. And it has to be 1 plus 4. So 4 cannot be either of these. 1 cannot be here. So 4 has to be here. Ugh. This can't be 5. This can't be 5. This can no longer be 1 here. So this cannot be 1 and 3 adding up to 4. So this must be 2. Which makes this 4, 1, 3. So this makes that 7, that 2. This cannot be 2 here. No 5. No 5. Um, 2 cannot be here. 8 can be 1, 2, 5, but this can't be 2. 1, 3, 4, but we already have a 4 on the line. So that doesn't work. 1, 7 doesn't work. 2, 6 doesn't work. 3, 5 doesn't work. So this cannot be 8. This must be 9, which makes this 8. Still same problem. 9 can be 1, 2, 6, but the 2 doesn't match. 1, 3, 5, the 5 doesn't match. 2, 3, 4, but the 4 doesn't match. No 1, 8, no 2, 7. It has to be 3 and 6. We just keep running into the same thing. So this is 8. That 4, this is 2. This can't be 5, so this is 5. That's 9, which makes this 9. 5, 7 pair. 3, 6, and 8. No 3, no 6, 7 eliminates 7 here, so it's 5. No 9 here. This cannot be 1, so this can't be 1 and 2. This can no longer be 2, so this is 8, which means this can't be 8. This can't be 8. No 2. Where is the 2? 2 has to be here. No 8. So this has to be 6 and 7, which makes this 8. Which Makes this 1, that's 9, and we still have the same problem. This 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 8 and 1. Why does this not work? This can't be 8. 1, there's no 1 here. 1, 2, so no 1, 7, no 1, 2, 5, no 1, 3, 4. No 2, it has to be 3 and 5. But if we tried 3 and 5, that's 8. This is 3, that's 6. 8 has to be here. This can't be 6 or 8, so it's 9. 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6. Where's the 5? 5 has to be here. Let's not go that route then, because it seems to be failing every time. It's annoying. None of these could be 9, none of these could be 8. This can't be 9, so this must be 9 here. No 6. I don't know how I'm supposed to add up. Oh, this is it. This is the 8. There you go. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So then none of the other ones match. Okay, that's good. Okay, so then that's fine. So 5 cannot be here or here. Okay, so that's good. So this is 1. It matches 1. 3 cannot be here. Okay. So that's all good. Okay, okay. We're set there. So that's 8. We have 6 digits in column 3. So that means we have what? 2, 5, and 9 remaining. 9 can't be here, so this is 2 or 5. And this is 2, 5, or 9. Okay. Huh. Where is 4 in box 8? Cannot be here or here, so this must be 4. Remaining digits in box 9 are 7, 8, and 9. This can't be 9. This can't be 8. This can't be 9, so this is 7, which makes this 8, which makes that 9. 8 eliminates 8 here, so it's 6, 3, and 8. This must be a 5, 6 pair left in column 8. In column 9, it's a 4, 7 pair. In column 7, it's a 1, 3 pair. 3 cannot be in the correct position, so this 1 eliminates 1 here, so it's 3 and 1. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Obviously, the 8 matches his position, so that's fine. 9 is one of these two. Remaining digits in row 7, we have what? 2, 7, 9. This can't be 2, so this is 7 or 9. This can't be 7, so it's 2 or 9. This can't be 9, 7, so this has to be 2. So this is 2, which makes this 9, which makes that 7. That leaves that as a 2, and this has a 5, so this cannot be 5 here. It's a 2, 9 pair. Remaining digits in row 9 are 1 and 8. 1 cannot be in the first position, so this is 8 here, and this is 1. That means this can't be 8. It's a 5, 6 pair in row 3, which eliminates 5 and 6 in the rest of the row. So that's 8. So this is in the first position. Remaining digits of column 6 are 8 and 9. 8 cannot be here because of 8 in the row, so this is 9. That's 8 and 9 eliminates 9 here, so it's 2 and 9. 2 eliminates 2 here, so it's 4 and 2. 4 eliminates 4 here, so it's 7, 4. Remaining digits in column 4 are 5 and 6. That leaves this as a 3, 7 pair in row 1 because of the 5, 6 pair in the row. That leaves this as 5 and 6. And this can't be 6 because of the 6 in the row. So this is 5, which makes this 7, which makes that 5. This 3 eliminates 3 here, so it's 7 and 3. This 5 eliminates 5 here, so it's 6 and 5 and 6, which makes this 5 and 6. Ugh. Yeah, I completely forgot that this could be also matching too. Good thing I didn't give up on that part there and just basically just made sure that I tried to go that way again. Otherwise, I was going to be running into problems there if I did. Well, we did show that 3 and 5 couldn't work here. So there is that, right? So, Anyways, I hope you enjoyed this solve, and I'll see you next time on Frank Puzzles. Take care.